Yo, what's going on, guys? Savage here. Today I'm bringing you guys a different type of video. We're going to hold off on analyzing gameplay, and we're going to go over simple tips and tricks that I recommend you guys utilize. I know I give y'all a lot of information in my 25-minute videos and when we're breaking down other gameplay, and it's hard to take in from time to time. I get it. So this is going to be a quick, simple video telling y'all what you need to focus on in order to succeed. Before we get into it, guys, subscribe to the channel, join the wolf pack today. Also, leave a like on the video. Let's get this video to 500 likes. And guys, make sure you join our Discord page where people are utilizing our LFG pages to meet other players, find some actual teammates instead of loading in with randoms, and pulling off some W's. I think we've gotten 3 wins total in our LFG pages, so that's amazing. Also, follow me over on Twitch where we play with viewers daily. The link to both my Discord and my Twitch will be in the description below, so make sure you guys check that out. But again, guys, when it comes to Warzone is ever changing, and it is frustrating, especially right now with all of the glitches that we're having to deal with. At least I think mostly PC players. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys are struggling with your guns turning to giant polygons on other systems as well, because to my knowledge, I believe it's only PC. I may be mistaken. But guys, without further ado, let's dive into this. All right, guys, so I went through a lot of my gameplay and I wanted to find a match that literally did not go according to plan, and this one was perfect. From start to finish, we were absolutely just caught off guard, but we somehow managed to adapt to the situation, overcome all odds, and win the game. As you can see right here, our initial plan was to grab the search bounty, do all the objectives, get the money fast, and buy our loadouts. I always recommend buying your loadout right off the bat. However, things did not go according to plan. There were 2 teams here, so we had to adjust. As I land, an enemy lands behind me, and instead of just panicking and spraying and praying like most people do, and I'm guilty of it at times as well, I went ahead, stepped up close, and got a double hit melee kill to down the enemy. Melee will always be your best friend in that situation. Now, as my team's panicking and they're going down left and right, I'm now in a 1v possible 8 situation. Have no idea how many people are actually here. So I go ahead, I get it down, and I want to execute him as soon as possible. Mostly because I don't want the enemy to res him and then have him get up, and now I'm outnumbered again. You want to take that fight and make it from a 1v4 to a 1v3 to a 1v2. You want to keep doing that. A lot of people sit there, get downs, then they're plating up and reloading. Not only are they wasting ammo and wasting plates while the enemies are being rezzed, but they're just wasting time. All right, guys, sometimes it's okay to stop and breathe. I'm live, I'm streaming, I'm talking to chat, but I'm also sitting here thinking about my options. As you can see, I realized shit, they can see my laser, so I move it back under the staircase. Guys, if you're pre-aiming with a laser sight, just kind of aim towards the wall a little bit before. That way they don't see it. All right, so important note, you need to communicate with your teammate, especially if they're coming back from a gulag, and come up with a game plan as far as your next moves. As you can see, I decided to bail out of that fight because I was in a God knows what situation. Could have been 1v4, could have been 1v6, could have been 1v30, who really knows. So I ran back to meet my teammate at Firehouse because that's where he landed. I was running low on plates. I really had no ammo, but without communicating with my teammate or him communicating with me. But then my teammate decided, you know what, I'm gonna go back there and get sweaty with these kids. I'm low on a lot of things, and I really wish we kind of would have played a little bit more passive, but you know, he went with his move, and now I'm in this position where I have to cross back to where we just came from, across an open field with very little cover. Again, I don't know if there's 1, 2 teams or whatnot. As you can see, I'm trying to keep myself near trees, a bush, a crate, a rock. As you can see me bouncing back and forth. I'm using rock for cover in this situation. I get the down with the FAMAS. Don't know how. That gun is absolute trash. But I do get the knock. Meanwhile, my teammate's in there. I'm giving him callouts. I just saw somebody jump through the window. I'm pushing him from the backside, and without him even expecting it, I absolutely annihilate him while he's focused on my teammate's footsteps. All right, now we're short 2 people, so our main objective is to get money as fast as possible. Grab missions, grab a bounty, grab a search, whatever the case may be. We happen to grab a bounty, and right next to us is the bounty. Now, again, I'm low on a lot of things. I just happen to get enough AR ammo, but I'm still missing some plates. We should have probably played this a little smarter. Like I said, this is my first match of the night, so get ready for some of the bad gameplay I was promising you guys. He jumps off of the roof. Now, instead of using my AR, I decided to use an SMG when he's about 150 feet from me. Especially with that SMG, not the best decision. So as you see, I've missed all my shots, and long story short, he gets away. So again, guys, your main objective is to get your 2 teammates back as fast as possible. Even if you see blips on the radar, don't chase them down. Again, the goal is to win. That's the whole point of this series. You want to learn how to kill chase? You got to learn how to win first, guys. As you can see, I'm scanning everything. I'm checking all my corners. I'm looking around. I'm keeping my eye on everything. And then we finally make it to the buy station. But unfortunately, we only have enough to buy back 1 person. So again, guys, the goal is to get your teammates back. So we're hunting for money. We just need to get as much money as we can so we can buy back our boy. I thought I spotted somebody at this place, but it ends up being like a fire in a barrel or something. Good old thermal scopes. This is one reason why I hate thermals. Players got ghost. You spot fires, you think it's a person, you end up wasting time. Now look at me. Now I'm falling behind my teammate. They're now rushing into a 2v, God knows what. My teammate marks a helicopter on there. If you do notice, the stash in the left-hand corner of the screen is available, and we'll get to that in a second and why the chopper is so important. But my teammate does get a live ping. Again, guys, ping targets, especially if you have a sniper on your team. There's nothing worse than having a teammate run a sniper and you don't ping your targets and your sniper is just scoping around trying to find the target. Mark your targets, guys. Try to get a live mark as well. I do spot a guy behind the crate. I don't know what the team situation is. We don't know how many teams. We don't know how many people. That was a one-tap headshot, insta-kill, so that team is now eliminated. Whether they have gulag or not is irrelevant. My teammate does spot somebody else there, so I'm trying to scope around. I'm trying to use the thermal to my advantage. Again, I hate thermals. This is just a weapon I picked up. I'm trying to keep my body near a rock. I'm trying to stay moving. As you can see, I'm side-to-side stepping. If you're a sniper, guys, really if you're doing anything, if you're ADS at all, side-to-side step. Do not stay in the same spot. As you can see, I'm peeking, I'm moving, I'm laying down, I'm crawling. I'm trying to position myself that way. If there's somebody on the outskirts, say the hill to my right, say on dome to my left, I don't get shot in the head from an unexpected enemy. Now, you do see here, we end up bailing on this fight, or at least I do, because I want to go for the crate. The crate is on top of stadium. I don't know why they do this. Good old Activision just loves fisting us left and right. So I decided to bail from this fight because we ended up being outnumbered and outgunned. Guys, I usually always preach, don't run from a fight it out, get better. And as that still stands true, if you're down a man and you don't even have a loadout yet, and they have a full 4-man and they have their loadout, cut your losses, go get your loadout, go back and fight later. So as you can see, we're using the helicopter to our advantage. One of our teammates was able to sneak up the backside, somehow steal their chopper right out from under their nose, and here we go for the crate. Now, a lot of times people love sitting on this roof and sniping and this and that, but it's honestly the dumbest thing you can do. Guys, don't sit on a dome and camp. It doesn't make any sense. Or stadium, not dome, stadium. But don't sit on there and camp, guys. You might get a down, you might get a kill, but you're going to have the whole map looking at you, and when it does come time to move, you're going to piss off a team enough to where they're sitting there waiting for you. They're going to gatekeep you. So guys, get off the roof as fast as possible. But before you do that, kind of look around. Grab your loadout on top of the roof, kind of look around, make sure no one's there. My team does spot an enemy, but I know as a sniper, even if I do get a knock, I'm not gonna be able to get the execution, especially that close to compounds. All right, as you can see here, I'm in the chopper, we're trying to fly away. However, my teammate does say we're getting shot at. I don't get hit, so there's no hit indicator, but he does say we're getting shot at. He tells me which building, so of course I'm looking around, I'm scanning, trying to see what kind of glare I can find. I do spot a glare, I do spot Becky boosting on a rooftop, and I go ahead and annihilate him. When it comes to sniping, I'm very egotistical. I will challenge anybody in any situation, mostly because I'm pretty confident in my snipes. Normally, I would say, don't do that, guys. Play smart, play for the win, just fly away safely, don't push them. Now, while I'm doing that, one of my teammates does fall off the roof or jumps off. I still don't know to this day, but he goes down, and he goes down to try to find somebody, and he actually goes down. There's one guy sitting under the dome just waiting for somebody, so I jump on his ass and absolutely annihilate him. Guys, again, if you're in a situation to where you have a team with you, do not jump without your team. Don't try to go solo dolo, guys. Trying to solo anything, whether you know there's a guy down there or not. There might not be a guy down there. Just jump with the team, guys. Communication is key. I've been preaching that in all my videos. Again, I'll link those videos in the description below, but I've been preaching that when it comes to quads, trios, or even duos, you need to communicate. You need to plan accordingly and execute the plan. So normally I hate getting in vehicles. If we're having to chase down bounties and stuff like that, of course I'll jump in a vehicle, but if I'm not in immediate danger, I will not get in a vehicle if I don't have to. So as you can see right here, my teammate is giving me all his money and some ammo. I'm low. Again, guys, make sure you're always paying attention to your ammo count and your money count. Now we're back down to 2 teammates. He's giving me his money because of the way he plays is he likes to dive in and kind of 1v3, 1v4, which I'm recommending you guys not do. But his KD is through the roof. He's got so many wins. This guy can actually accomplish it some of the times. So I went ahead and took the money so that if he does go off by himself, I can actually have the money and res our teammates or even him if he does die. So to fast forward and skip the boring parts, we've now made it to farm where we know there's another team nearby. My teammate and me are kind of going to separate here very soon so we can kind of figure out where they're at, but stay semi-close together. That way, if one of us gets in a fight, the other can come real soon. My teammate does spot an enemy over here. He doesn't mark, unfortunately, so I have to mark just for future reference in my head, knowing exactly where I last spotted them at. I try to take some shots. As you can see, I'm an absolute bot right now. 2 targets push inside, so it's now our opportunity to push and flank these guys. However, we want to kind of see if we can get it down in a window, which puts them vulnerable. One will be resing the other. So as you can see, I'm trying to shoot them through the window. I'm trying to keep my focus on the building while my teammate does his thing. Now, just a quick tip. This is going back to my tips video on tunnel vision. Guys, you do not want to tunnel vision, because if we would have tunnel vision on that and pushed them immediately, this next part of the video never would have happened. The game would have been over. Fortunately for us, we didn't push when we had those 2 guys cornered the house, because we do spot 2 more enemies to the south. So we decided to play it cool, back it up, and try to get a pick if we can. Of course, guys, if an airstrike or any kind of precision strike or any kill streaks launched on you and you're on the top floor of a building, go down to the bottom floor. If you're on the top floor, there's a huge chance it's going to down you. And if you're by yourself, like I am in this situation, they're going to push and they're going to kill us. But as you can see right here, these guys are being forced out. We're trying to gatekeep them, but I went ahead, got a little antsy, got a little kill hungry, and tried to go for the kill. I ended up getting one of them, but as you can see here, I'm taking gas damage. There's an enemy to my left. I'm being shot at. It just honestly was a bad idea. It was a bad play. It just happened to work out. Guys, if you get some kills doing something cool, or if you push when you shouldn't, don't make it a habit, guys. Learn from your mistakes. Identify, even if it worked out, that it was a mistake, because that right there was a mistake. Now, my teammate does get shot from the east, a whole other team, of course, just sitting on the rocks. I went ahead and chowed him because my teammate called out it was only him. So I went ahead and took his word for it, popped the res, but still we're in a two-man situation. Guys, no matter how bleak it looks, stay calm, stay cool, stay collective, because you can always win the game. As you can see right here, we're trying to identify where the nearest buy stations are. And we also have UAVs, so we kind of know where the enemies are at. Believe it or not, a lot of players won't buy UAVs because everyone's got ghosts. Guys, don't be afraid to buy UAVs. If you're playing smart and you're playing aggressive and you're going for, you know, bounties and flags and things like that, you're going to have money. You're going to find money. You don't have to get 20 kills a game to get a lot of money. Guys, buy UAVs because a lot of people don't use ghost, and when they die and they come back from the gulag, most of those people will not have the opportunity to get their ghost class. All right, so we're actually working ourselves into a bad position. We're trying to get the highest point of the map. However, it does put us between two different teams, as you'll see here. You always want to have the better position. You always want to kind of gatekeep. You don't want to pick fights with people if you don't know where the rest of the teams are at. In this situation, we're picking fights with everybody. My teammate starts shooting at this dude. I start shooting at this dude, and he ends up getting away. So now that we've shot, the people near us know that we've shot, and here they are shooting at us as well. I try to get the headshot, somehow miss because I'm basically a bot. Again, first game on, don't judge me, but my teammate does get the kill. So we go ahead and push in there, try to get money if we can so we can buy back a teammate, try to get plates, try to re-up on everything. As you can see here, it's just a bloodbath. Something went down in here that we were not a part of, unfortunately. And it just went down. So at this point right here, we're on the edge of the map. There's really no one else to gatekeep. 3 enemy teams remain, 6 enemy players in total. So it's a pretty winnable situation. Again, we saw one guy running from the house that we didn't kill. He ran down the hill. We don't know if he's got a team he's going to. We don't know anything. And what we should have done was played where we're at right now and slow played it, wait for other people to actually shoot each other before we engaged. But we got a little kill hungry and we're going to pay the price for it here soon. My teammate starts shooting at guys. I'm waiting for a ping. He doesn't ping, but one of the teammates who is dead decides to ping for him, and I'm able to find out where they're at. Now, I actually leave my better position and put myself in a huge disadvantage going this way. You want to work your way towards the circle. You see that line in the mini map? I'm actually moving away from it, and I'm putting myself far from my teammate. So if I get knocked, I'm now far from my teammate. I realize that, and I make my way back. Unfortunately, again, we should have been pushing towards the circle this entire time instead of worried about these guys, because there are other teams up. So as you can see, I'm using as much cover as I can. I'm using trees, telephone poles, boxes, whatever I can find to not get sniped in the head. Now, in this situation, I spot 3 targets and still for some reason decide to snipe. My sniping this game has been no bueno, as you guys could tell. At that point, guys, we all have bad games. You got to realize it's not your forte. It's your weakness. Whip out your other gun and try to get some shots. I would have been better off 1v3ing these guys with the Grawl than 1v3ing them with a sniper, because I just was not hitting my headshots. But in that situation, guys, what we really should have done was, again, move towards the circle, played it out a little bit, used a little bit more range, found some cover, gatekeep these guys, find the other team, wait for the other teams to fight each other. There's so many more options we should have done, but for some reason, we were both kill hungry. We went for the kills and we paid the price, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank y'all for watching. And again, thank you for all of the support you guys have been giving me on Twitch. You guys have been giving me on YouTube. The comment section is just filled with positivity. People telling me how these tips and tricks videos are actually helping them. And I love to see that. Thank you guys so much for that. Also, these videos have been doing absolutely amazing. And over on Twitch, y'all have been supporting me tremendously these past few weeks. So thank you guys again for all of the support. But when it comes to Warzone, guys, remember, no matter what you do, there are some cases where you can do every single thing correctly. You can hit all your shots. You can rotate perfectly. You can, outplay all the enemies. But there's going to come a point in time where the game just shafts you and you get shot in the back. Don't let that affect you. Keep your head positive. Don't rage on the game, because the moment you rage, you need to take a step back, relax, and then come back to the game. Because if you're playing this game from an angry mindset, you're going to lose even worse. And then it's just a snowball effect of being tilted. So guys, again, just like my video yesterday, if you rage, calm down, go do something else, come back to the game and slay out. All right, guys. But look, again, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video. Let's get this video to 500 likes, and follow us over on Discord and Twitch. The link to those are in the description. Y'all have a good one, and good luck in Warzone. I really hope you guys are enjoying the series. I know I'm having a blast making it. If you guys want to check out some other tips and tricks videos, make sure you guys click these links over here, and don't forget to subscribe by clicking the link below me. Y'all have a good one, and good luck out there.